By utilizing the periodic automatic replacement inventory control system, you'll be able to determine the inventory levels that must be maintained in order to satisfy customer demand. In most cases, factors such as client demand, lead time, and past sales data are incorporated into the calculation. The inventory that's currently held by a company is referred to as the inventory on hand, or the business parlance. In a much plainer way of speaking, it's just called the active inventory. Par level tracking is a process for determining how much inventory a business currently has on hand, while also using historical trends to track changes in inventory levels over time. When companies use par level inventory, it ensures that they have the appropriate quantity of product on hand to meet the demands of their customers, while also preventing them from overstocking, which can result in the loss of liquid assets that could have been converted into cash. Both manually and with the assistance of software specifically designed for inventory management, par level stock can be controlled. Establishing reorder points in an inventory management software enables users to set a threshold below which purchase orders will be generated automatically in the event that stock levels fall below a predetermined minimum. As a result of this, businesses are able to maintain the appropriate supply levels without having to physically check stock levels. In the par level inventory system, a minimum and maximum amount are often set for each stock item. The essential minimum amount that the company needs in order to fulfill the requirements of the customer is equal to the minimum number of units. The maximum number of units that can be stored on site without having to pay for storage is the same as the maximum number that can be kept there. As an example, let's use a corporation that sells widgets. The par level, often known as the bare minimum number of widgets, which should at all times be available, is 10. In order to meet client demand, the firm needs to stock up on this many widgets. The number of widgets that can be kept on site without incurring storage expenses is limited to 20. This would be the greatest number of widgets that an organization is able to keep on hand before incurring additional expenses. According to a survey by Yahoo, 46% of smaller businesses track their inventories using manual methods. In addition, just 18% of small and medium-sized businesses have automated processes in place for keeping track of their inventories. A significant number of businesses are missing out on fantastic opportunities to boost their profits by not utilizing cutting-edge inventory software offered by modern cloud-based systems. Some business operations, such as maintaining par levels in inventory, can be improved through the utilization of other business processes, with examples being sales analytics and personnel management. The following is an explanation of how restaurants and other types of retailers can use par levels to optimize their goods ordering, tracking of inventory. Topic: How inventory management par levels aid in cost reduction. As previously stated, the par level is the very bare minimum of an inventory item that a restaurant or shop must keep on hand in order to meet demand. It's the quantity that will meet the ongoing demand of the organization, in addition to providing a backup stock to accommodate any unanticipated surges in demand that may occur. The purpose of this measure is to prevent things from remaining on the stock shelf for an excessively long period of time, which would waste space and deplete cash reserves. In order to cut down on the amount of food that's wasted in restaurants, par levels have become a cost management staple for the industry. The challenging part's figuring out the method that's the most accurate for determining the par level for a particular product. When determining the correct par level for an item, the following considerations are obligatory to make. 1. The delivery schedule for the product and determining if it's needed daily, weekly, or on demand. 2. The demand from customers for the product as determined by an analysis of historical sales figures. 3. The item's typical inventory, which is based on an analysis of historical inventory counts. 4. The percentage of time that a product spends out of stock according to sales analysis. Now let's work on developing an example. You can calculate the par level of a product by taking the average amount sold within your preferred time period. In this instance, we'll use weekly. Take the average amount sold per week and divide that figure by the number of deliveries you receive on a weekly basis. A typical safety stock's equal to about 20% of the weekly sales. For instance, if a hardware store sold 20 boxes of nails per week and received 2 deliveries each week, the item's par level would be 12. That's calculated as 20 plus 4 divided by 2. However, there are no guidelines that must be followed regarding the par levels of inventories. Stores utilize the data as a broad guideline and change their orders based on a range of variables, such as seasonal events or potential delivery disruptions due to weather. The par level inventory system contributes to the maintenance of efficient operations by ensuring that organizations always have the appropriate quantity of goods on hand. This strategy eliminates out-of-stock issues as well as storing excessive inventories, which will eliminate two costly factors that may contribute to decreased sales and increased cost. Whether you were listening through headphones, earbuds, or your car speakers, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Now, if you would, go ahead and press that big subscribe button. It really helps me when you do that.